I told you that I will be in Riyadh on the 22nd of September. The event place was not fixed. The team has now decided the event. It's at the holiday in Riyadh. Those who are in and around Riyadh and desirous of meeting me may contact the WhatsApp address below or the email. My team would get in touch with you.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. I have Anand with me in the studio today. I thought we'll touch upon a couple of things. First would be Tesla and Saudi Arabia trying to do the tango. What do you think, Anand? The latest news?
Saudi Arabia is desperately trying to
Diversify.
They are trying two things at the same time. They are choking the supply of oil along with Russia to push it up to 100 to maximize whatever they can
Quickly cash in.
Quickly cash in. Because two mega trends are taking place at the same time to the determination. What is determinal to Saudi Arabia? One is China's exports of electric vehicles have really soared. It's going. If this trend continues in 2-3 years, China will be exporting more electric vehicles than Japan's total car production.
Very true.
Cars exports. And it is expected that nearly 35% of China will go electric, vehicle will go electric. In another major oil importing market, India, it is expected by another 5 years. Two-wheelers will be more than 50% electric. Commercial transport, three-wheelers will become more than 75% electric. Electric buses and electric commercial vehicles will be there. And even cars will be 25 to 30% electric. So, if not dropping precipitously, it is very clear that peak oil is reached.
Yes.
As far as consumption as fuel is concerned.
Yes.
Because Rishi Sunak is also saying that England has to become by 2030 fully electric.
Correct.
So, continental Europe, China, and India.
Major users
and importers, because
of
America
petrol.
is self-reliant. I'm not putting America in this basket.
Correct.
Because America is self-reliant.
Yeah, they don't need Saudi.
These are the four main guys who are going to consume oil. If these guys start consuming flat, not less,
yes,
even flat,
yes,
that means Saudi's revenues are really going to shrink.
Yes.
So Saudi has been doing a lot of things. It's freed up its
economy.
It's freed up its social norms to a great extent.
Yes.
It's increased. It's suddenly introduced VAT to 10%.
Yes.
It's using its enormous sovereign wealth to. It has shaken up golf.
Yes.
It is now trying to shake up football.
Very true.
And it is trying to muscle its way into sport and other things, so that it can become the new Dubai. This is what I think it is
they're
attempting.
doing simultaneously many things. They're trying to make Saudi the destination for sports, entertainment, tourism.
And they are trying to make a glass city.
Yes, on the western side.
On the western side.
Jeddah, where you're going.
Yeah, where I'm going. So there is a western, that is what they are trying to do.
Yes.
So there is a lot of buzz. And then suddenly they have got a idea that they should do a lot of manufacturing.
Yes.
So there's a competitor to Tesla called Lucid.
Yes.
They invested $1 billion in Lucid.
Yes.
And made it a precondition that Lucid should manufacture in Saudi Arabia.
Very true.
And so Lucid has already set up a plant.
Reassembling plant.
Reassembling plant, and it's going to start manufacturing there.
Yes.
Now this is the broad background. Plus they have a lot of money. So most of the metals required are in Africa.
Right across the Red Sea.
Right across the Red Sea, in Congo and all those places.
Yeah.
There is a company called Transguria which is trading in these metals. Now what the Saudi prince is saying is, he will fund Transguria, bring the metals, refine them and supply the metals required for renewable energy through Saudi money. Next, what he is trying to do is to give Elon Musk a mouth-watering deal. Elon Musk is struggling in China because China is creating all sorts of problems for everybody. And Elon Musk is now selling 1.2 million vehicles. And his stated dream is by 2030, he has to sell 20 million vehicles per year. For that, he needs a lot of manufacturing space and he needs a lot of freedom. And for that to happen, he needs more investors and money. So, Saudis and Elon Musk are negotiating a deal in which Elon Musk will build a new factory in Saudi Arabia, where he will assemble Tesla cars.
Yes.
Even India tried the same.
Yes.
And then for that, what he is saying is, you set up a plant here, you manufacture here, we'll give you access to cobalt and nickel.
Yes. Copper.
Cobalt and copper, which are
Yes.
very important for Tesla.
Correct.
So we will give you a lot of metals and we will just bring it from across the Red Sea on the west coast. And we are anyway financing the guy
Who's doing the mining?
who's doing the mining and who's trading in it. Will help you. At the same time, they are trying to do a deal with America to say we will supply metals for renewable energy sources.
Correct.
So what the Saudi Crown Prince is trying is to diversify his risks, and he realizes he has a very small window. Before the window shuts, he wants to get a toehold in.
Yes.
Now, what is the problem in this? Elon Musk and Saudi have an old relationship. The sovereign fund of Saudi, through one of its funds, PIF, invested $1 billion in Tesla.
2 billion. I think.
2 billion or some
Yeah.
lot of money in Tesla. You remember Tesla, Elon Musk made a tweet where he said, I may take Tesla private.
Yeah.
And that meant that got into a lot of regulatory hurdles,
Yes.
a lot of pressure. And Saudi was forced to liquidate its holdings very quickly. And that led to a lot of bad blood between Saudi and Musk.
Yes.
So there are already a lot of complicated negotiations that need to take place. This relationship between Musk and Saudi complicates things further.
Very true.
And if you looked at Walter Isaacson's biography,
Yeah.
he's capable of dramatizing and doing things.
Yes. He loves drama
He loves drama.
and he loves risk.
He loves risk and he like cage fight.
Yes.
He
Two
says,
things Saudis don't like.
Yeah, they don't like drama. They don't like risk. And if he says something awful about the royal family and their social customs,
We could leave it a lot of controversy.
it would lead to a lot of controversy.
Yeah.
So how to balance all this and still try to pull a Tesla deal is what the Saudis are trying.
Correct.
But if this happens, Saudi will become one of the big places where electric vehicles
There'll
are
be a
being
dramatic
manufactured.
change in the economy landscape.
That's what they hope so. But the real guys who are manufacturing electric vehicles today are China.
Yes.
China is the epicenter, right? The Americans are not yet got
No.
cheap cars. Chinese are producing cheap cars. Indians are producing cheap cars. One Indian company is producing cheap cars. If you want to cheap electric vehicle, if you want to dominate the market, you have to produce that cheap car.
Yes. The problem for America is because their independence in oil is a double-edged sword. Yes, they're independent, but there's no motivation. The rest of the world is motivated to move away from oil because India doesn't have an oil reserve. So it's crucial for its own self-preservation to move away. Europe, same thing.
Yes.
So there is a heavy impetus to move, while America doesn't have that impetus. So
And
that's the
Europe
problem.
has a double advantage. It can also preach that it is doing carbon-friendly things.
Yes.
And it's working on climate change.
Correct. So
It cuts both ways.
yes, they look like a saint.
They look like a saint.
Yes.
There is some oil, Norway and us oil,
Yes.
but they are using it
Not the
very
amount they're
responsibly.
consuming.
Not the amount. They're not consuming.
Yeah.
They have gone green.
Yes.
So most of Europe will go green. China's consumption itself will decline and the amount of electric cars will increase.
Correct.
Even in India, electric consumption will increase. Definitely I'm not saying there will be collapse in demand of oil, but I don't see a substantial increase in price of oil.
But there's going to be a huge change in landscape of the Middle East itself, Anand. Within a span of 15 years.
I don't know, boss. I'm going there. What I went there, Damam.
You went to the eastern side.
I went to the eastern side.
Now you're
That's
going to
where
the
the
heart of
oil.
the kingdom.
Where I went to the oil.
Yeah.
There is some change, but not to the level I thought there would be change.
Yeah, but Jeddah is going to be the real,
Let me see.
because that's his crown jewel, no? That side, the western side.
Let us see what happens. I'll let you know what happens. Dammam was disappointing.
Let's do a live video from there.
Yeah, I will. But Dammam was disappointing.
That's because of our childhood.
Yeah, that's because of my childhood.
Yes.
I went with
Not
too much
only yours, ours.
our childhood.
Yes.
So I was disappointed.
Yes. Anyway, thank you for watching this video today. It was nice to pull Anand in. He's off to Saudi right now, so we won't be seeing him in the studio for a couple of weeks. So I wanted to get his views in about this Tesla Saudi deal before he heads off. It is something very interesting to keep an eye on as an investor, as a value investor, to see how all this plays out, because EV is going to be the future. I don't know. Some of you do feel in the comments that EV is going to die and hybrid is going to be the future. I don't know. As of now, this is what it looks like. So we have to see and do our research and do our investigations in this. And this deal, if it does come through, will be something interesting for investors to see, as American investors and Indian investors to look and see where it's going. For that being said, thanks for joining us today on Be Rich. Hope you found this video informative and entertaining as always. And we'll see you in the next one soon.
Thank you. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.